Down fans are cheering for their Trailblazers.
No, the start.
Picked off in midair. Johnson goes in. Count the
tribute on offense. Still not a great shot creator, but can finish plays in a variety of ways to help his team.
Sabonis at the elbow. Double team Sabonis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Connected to Johnson, or he'll hurt you.
Count it.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
The drive by Smith. And Johnson now top of the key. He's off on that one. And it's Portland the other way. With the drive. Outside for Murray. The second chance effort. And it's sent back by Sabonis.
And you know, with how skilled he is offensively, Sabonis at 6'11", not known as a shot blocker, but uses his height there on the rejection.
Sharp uses the glass to finish the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
Both free throws good from Smith.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Chauncey Billups. Dave, what do you have to say? Good. And seeing Manu as a rookie, Smitty, what were your early impressions?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, Kevin, he was unpredictable. He was definitely NBA ready. He had already been a pro for 7 years before he came over, and he played an important role for us winning that title.
Now here's Murray. Following the missed shot by Sabonis. To the inside. Here's Smith. And the rebound by Sharp.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Sabonis inside. Nails the baby hook.
Getting inside, Sabonis finishes strong. You can see how comfortable he is shooting at that range.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Trailblazers trailed by 4. Here's Alexander Walker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Making it look easy inside. Nickeil Alexander encouraged by his teammates.
Here's Wesley.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Wesley with the ball. Richardson outside. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Fans, let them hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer Dancer. To your Blazer Dancer.
Pass to Wiles. And here is Wesley. Rebound by Nurkic.
One of those guys who stuffs the stat sheet. Nurkic is a double-double machine who also picks up a few steals and assists.
The shot's good from Nance.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Three-pointer. Roby can't hit.
Nurkic also eats up a lot of space inside.
Greg, at 6'11", 290, he'll do the dirty work for you. He's also a powerful player with plenty of tricks inside. Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
To Wiles. There's the three. Good on the triple.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. And no good. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trail Blazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes, but it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. So it's Portland now. It's a three-point game. The shot's good from Nance.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now Wesley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. They swipe it. Keldon Johnson has been leading the charge for the Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I also like how they're taking advantage of the defense being overly aggressive. We'll see if they can continue to get to the line.
Smith for three. And he's good on the three ball. Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
A work in progress for sure, but I like how Smith Jr. still keeps taking those deep shots.
Pass to Jang. Clock at 6. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Alexander Walker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
Smart decision by Alexander Walker, committing to the shot and absorbing contact.
Spurs making a switch here. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And it's Sharp missing. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
Jamal Murray.
It's stolen by Johnson. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 8.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball, just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
Now here is Smith. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Sabonis. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. San Antonio again turning it over.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Trailblazers trailed by 4. Murray surveying the D. Smith with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can relate to finding his teammates who are open.
Murray, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Smith left side. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. And the 3 off target.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
San Antonio making a switch here. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
It's time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers. For your Blazer dancers.
Trailblazers trailed by 4. And you know, for so long, many joked about how the Spurs were always too old, right? Too old, too slow, too stuck in their same ways. But that's changing.
Well, I was on a couple of those teams too, Kevin. I remember well, people said that the Spurs were too old and needed to get younger. And over the last few years, they've done exactly that.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is. He's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Did not expect to see such a flashy finish from Valanciunas on that play.
Pass to Roby. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Murray. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
Pass to Johnson. And here is Wesley. He's covered by Murray. And it's Wesley missing.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That's his first foul.
Spurs substitution.
59 seconds left to play in the first half.
Chris Boucher. Miles Bridges.
To the right side.
Josh Richardson.
5 on the clock. Chang with a clean look. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Portland. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Pass to Boucher. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Murray outside. The shot's good from Smith.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Wesley. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Portland Trailblazers. Back right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for San Antonio. Driving inside. And it's slammed in by Smith.
I tell you what, Smith has one of the best first steps I've seen in a long time. This guy is outstanding in terms of how he explodes.
Here's Alexander Walker. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Smith. San Antonio leading. Outside, Sabonis. No good with the layup.
Well, the father of Domantas Sabonis, Arvydas, named to the NBA 75 All-European team. Arvydas 7'3" and just so skilled.
And that one is good. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Here's Smith. Lays it up off the glass. Smith's got 9.
A physical player. Even when you hit Smith Jr., he doesn't blink. Wills those shots in.
He gets that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. And Greg, what was it like playing with the 7'3" Arvydas when you were in the NBA together?
Kevin, we had a couple of years together in Portland, and I'll tell you what, he was an incredible passer. Really made me a better cutter because he was the first guy I played with that could make all the passes no matter where he was on the floor. I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
He gets it in there. He has 6.
Playing with good instincts. The key on making those around him better.
Pass to Sabonis. From down in the low post, it goes.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Smith with it. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Richardson. Doesn't go that time. Kuz. Second shot opportunity. And Valanciunas with the layup.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Back to Smith. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Alexander Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul. First.
You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
Both teams will make substitutions. Two big marks there, you're right. And the last two lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum. Oh,
no, he didn't.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing the young fella dunk that one home. Smith likes to show off that incredible vertical.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Shot from the inbound. And Jordan with the nice bucket inside. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland. And the dunk by Smith.
I like whenever Smith leaps up high for the jam. He's a guy that just doesn't mess around when he's in attack mode to get to the rim.
Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Wiles. Driving in. And he banks in the layup. Wiles got his second basket of the night.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Wiles. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And there's the drive. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. Portland with the ball. They lead by 1. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Domantas Sabonis is one of the best passing big men in the league. He said, sharing the ball is contagious. Everyone feels confident and knows they'll get touches, which makes the game fun. That can build chemistry on a young team. Kevin?
And David, we know how important that is. And we thank you for your report. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Blazers?
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Richardson attacking. That shot no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
It's taken away by Smith. It's tipped. Pass to Chang. Now here's Boucher. Covered by Smith. From 15 feet away. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the drop. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Portland leading by 7. Murray outside. Driving to the basket.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
And Chang gets it to go. Chang's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Murray, no good. Spurs trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Boucher in the post. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Hard to match up with Boucher inside, especially when he's trying to score. And when you talk about Chris Boucher, an impressive forward who brings a lot to the table.
A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And Boucher is one of those guys, Smitty, you love having in your rotation.
Kevin, he can score, rebound, and defend very well, and has shown a willingness to want to get better, which is something you love to see.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
San Antonio making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Richardson outside. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Josh Richardson being aggressive. This is what his teammates want, and they can feed off that emotion and intensity.
Back to Murray. And they double up Murray. Here's Little. Offline with his 3.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And as they're trailing in this game, that they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Back to Murray. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Pass to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. And it's good on the way up.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Richardson no luck. Trailblazers leading by 5.
Walking foul called on Josh Richardson. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here, that 3 off the mark. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Pass to Sabonis. Over Valanciunas. That one off the back iron and out.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Caldwell Pope outside. Portland moving the ball around. Snatched away. Smith scanning the floor. Pass to Lyles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Alexander Walker. Over to the wing. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his 1st foul of the game.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Smith outside. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Getting more comfortable shooting from inside. Even though Smith Jr. is smaller, he knows how to score in the paint.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Spurs trail by 7. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Smith trying to break loose. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. And Caldwell Pope finishes inside. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Here's Sabonis. Knocks down the 3 ball.
More and more, this team counts on Sabonis to provide what it needs.
Out to Kuzma. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And one on Caldwell Pope. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. Smith hits them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Murray outside. And he commits the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And this is a big spot for Jordan. He knows his team is depending on him. And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead. And I tell you what, Smith takes over on those important possessions. Always calm and confident with the ball, and this guy embraces the big moments.
Third personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. In both at the line. It's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. At the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Bridges misses. Here's Murray up on top. And it's Murray with the jam.
And on the drive, Murray can seem unstoppable. His agility cuts the defense apart there.
So the Trailblazers win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends.
Este es 100% México, no mato el rucón. Con cadena diamantada que hace juego con su esclava. Siempre carga la lavada al bichón. El rucón, su gente ahí estaba. Todos las alas tejanas. No queda. Completa la cancha con las más bellas muchachas. Al ruco siempre lo guachan y saga. No se haga, ya saben aquí que manda porque